Hello everyone, so in this tutorial I'm going to be sharing with you how to draft, cut and sew this shrub neckline kaftan top. It is very simple, detailed and beginner friendly. So if this looks like what you are interested in, please watch this video till the end. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using this off-white crepe fabric and this Ankara. The Ankara is going to be for the neckline and the sleeve, while the crepe is going to be for the main bodies of the top we are making. And here I have 1.5 yard of crepe fabric. If you are working with an Ankara, you will need close to 3 yard of fabric to be able to make this top. But I'm using 1.5 yard of fabric for this top because the length of the crepe is by 60 inch. So what I went ahead to do was to fold my crepe into two, and I went ahead to fold it into another two again to achieve the length of the top. So the length of the top I'm making is 27 inch, and when you fold your crepe into two, you're going to be having 30 inch. So I went ahead to add 2 inch extra for the hemming allowance, and this is what I have after I was done folding the crepe fabric. I'll be cutting both the front and the back of the top at the same time. The one below is the back, while the fabric at the top is going to be for the front, and both of them are in a fold. So to know the amount of fabric to fold for your top, go ahead to fold using your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus your sleeve length. So my shoulder divided by 2 is 8 inch, and the sleeve length I'm working with for this top is 10 inch. So when you add them together, you're going to be having 18 inch. So that was what I used in folding the fabric at this point. So now we're going to go ahead to start inserting the body measurement. First, I'll be marking my neck width. For the neck width, I'll mark 3.5 inch as the neck width of the top I'm making. After marking the neck width, I'm going to go ahead to mark the back neck depth. For the back neck depth, I'll be marking 1.5 inch as the back neck depth. After marking that, I'll go ahead to draw the back neckline with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. Next, I'll go ahead to insert the front neck depth. So for the front neck depth, I'll be coming down by 7 inch and mark. So if you want a deep, I can come down by 8 to 10 inch. After coming down by 7 inch, I'm going to be going in by 0.5 inch for the opening at the front. Note that whatever you go in by, when you open your fabric into two, you're going to be having times two of it. So here I went in by 0.5 inch. When I open the fabric, I'll be having 1 inch. So if you go in by 1 inch, when you open your fabric, you're going to be having 2 inch. After marking that, I'll draw a short horizontal line at that point, after which I'll connect the 0.5 inch I went in by to the neck width with my ruler like this. So this is what you're going to be having after connecting the neckline. You'll be having this V shape and a little dash at the neck depth of the top we are making. So once I'm done doing this, this is what the neckline is going to look like. Next, I'll go ahead to insert the shoulder measurement at the top of my fabric like this. So I'll go ahead to mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inch. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8. I'll mark that. After marking that, I'll mark the sleeve length I'm making. So the sleeve length I want to work with is 10 inch, but I'm not going to be marking the 10 inch exactly because the Ankara is going to be at the tip of the sleeve. So I'll just go ahead to reduce 1.5 inch from my sleeve length, and I'll go ahead to mark 8.5 inch plus 0.5 inch joining allowance at this point. So I'll mark 9 inch at this point like this. After marking this, the next I'll go ahead to do is to insert the shoulder slope. I'll come down by 1 inch and mark. After that, I'll connect the shoulder slope to the neck width with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. Next, I'm going to go ahead to insert the sleeve opening for the top I'm making. And for the sleeve opening, I'm going to be coming down by 10 inch from the shoulder slope line, and I'll go ahead to mark that. After marking that, the next I'll go ahead to do is to mark the width of the top I'm making, that is the body width. And for the body width, I'm going to be using my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 4 inch is. My hip measurement divided by 4 is 10.5 inch. I'll be adding 4 inch extra for ease. 1 inch is going to be the sewing allowance, while the remaining 3 inch is going to be the ease for the top we are making, because the top is a very free top. So if you want it to be very free, you can add 5 inch extra to your ease. But for me, I went ahead to add 4 inch extra to my hip measurement divided by 4. 1 inch is going to be for the sewing allowance. The next I'm going to go ahead to do is to mark this 14 inch all the way down to the hem of the top, after which I'll connect the sides together like you see me doing in the video. After connecting the side, next I'm going to go ahead to do is to connect the sleeve opening to the bodice with a curve like this. Then I'll go ahead to connect the shoulder slope to the sleeve opening with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to mark the length of the top I'm making. The length of the top I'm making is 27 inch. I'm going to go ahead to mark the 27 inch from the top of my fabric like this. After marking that, I'll add 2 inch extra for hemming allowance. Then I'll go ahead to draw a straight horizontal line at that point. So basically this is it for the drafting of this top. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. I'll go ahead to cut out the back first, after which I'll separate the front from the back. Then I'll cut out the front neckline. After cutting out, this is what the front of the top we are making is going to look like. You have the shape. So what you should have at this lower part should be 1 inch if you went in by 0.5 inch. But if you went in by 1 inch, you're going to be having 2 inch at that point. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to join the front and the back of the top together on the shoulder. So I'll place the back on the front like this, making sure the good face are facing each other. After which I'll head over to my sewing machine to close up the shoulder area using 0.5 inch. So here I'm going ahead to join the front and the back together. This is what we have after joining the front and the back together. The next thing we're going to go ahead to do now is to sew the shrub neckline. And in doing that, the first thing to do is to measure what you have on the neck area. So I'm going to go ahead to take my measurement from this part all the way to the other side of the neckline. So place your tape rule this way and take the measurement all the way around like you see me doing in the video. After taking the measurement all around, what I got was 23.5 inch. I'm going to go ahead to add 6 inch extra to it, and I'll use that to cut out the band I'll be attaching to the neckline. So do not cut the exact measurements you took out on your neckline. Make sure you add some allowances to it. So here I've gone ahead to cut out the piece of fabric, and the width of the piece of fabric is 4 inch. So when you fold it into two, you're going to be having 2 inch on fold. So I'm just going to go ahead to place this on the neckline. I'll be placing it on the good face of the top we are making. So I'll open up the top like this and I'll go ahead to insert it. I'll start inserting the band from this front neckline and I'll take it all the way around the neckline. And when inserting this, you're going to be placing the band on the good face of your fabric and you'll be sewing using 0.5 inch. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to stitch from this side all the way to the other side, and I'm going to be coming down by 0.5 inch from the neck depth. So from that 0.5 inch, I will stitch it all the way around. I'll head over to my sewing machine to quickly do this, then I'll come back to show you what to do next. So after sewing, this is what we have. So I came down by 0.5 inch. That is where the seam stopped. The next I'll go ahead to do now is to create a notch. So at this angle, I'm going to go ahead to notch to this side and I'll notch to the other side also. And when creating your notch, be careful not to cut through your seam, but make sure that you notch very close to the seam you have. I'll do the same thing on the other side after notching this part. After creating the notch, next I'll go ahead to cut off the excess fabric I have at this point. After doing that, the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to tuck in the band inward like this. So just fold it over like this, then you place it inward like you see me doing in the video. Then you go ahead to place the other one on it like this. After which you're going to be folding in this allowance you have here, that is this part will notch, you'll be folding it inward and you'll be having something like this. So go ahead to arrange it properly, making sure that the band is laying on each other like you see me doing in the video. After arranging it properly, the next thing you are going to go ahead to do is to fold in the allowance you have at the top. After folding in the allowance like this, we are going to be running a stitch on the inner part. So you're going to go ahead to lift up the fabric like this. After doing that, you're going to be running a stitch on the inner part of the band like you see me doing in the video. Note that you'll be stitching just on this piece of fabric you have at this point, not on your main fabric. Be careful not to stitch on your main fabric. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to run a stitch, and this is what it's going to look like after stitching. As you can see, it's already coming out looking very nice. So I'll quickly do this, then I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So after sewing the neckline, this is what we have after I was done sewing the neckline. This is what the inner part looks like after sewing. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to trim off the excess fabric I have at that point, like you see me doing in the video. So it is very simple. If you tried the first time and it didn't come out well, go ahead to repeat it again and you will get it right. This is what you should have after you are done sewing the band on the neckline. The next thing we're going to be doing now is to attach the band to the sleeve opening. So I've gone ahead to cut out the piece of fabric I'm going to be using for that, and the width of the piece of fabric is also 4 inch. When you fold into two, you're going to be having 2 inch unfold. I'll go ahead to place this on the sleeve opening and I'll run a stitch to keep it in place. So after stitching it, the next I'm going to go ahead to do is to repeat the same thing on the other side also. Then I'll go ahead to join the front and the back of the top together. So once you're done fixing the band on the sleeve opening, go ahead to join the front and the back together. And when joining the front and the back together, I'm going to be leaving a little opening of like 4 inch on the lower part, after which I'll also hem the edge of the top. I'll quickly do this and I'll come back to show you the final look. So after sewing, this is what the top looked like after I was done sewing. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.